Are we on? Yep. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Angie Hunt from LDRS Creative, and we are so excited. We're in studio here at LDRS Creative, and Natalie from Scrapbook Centrale asked us to come on and talk to you about our new Christmas, holiday, Halloween collection. So I'm really, really excited to go over everything in this collection, I'm going to show you a couple of demos, and I'm going to show you some really, really great projects and stuff that some of our designers have done, and I hope you're really going to love it. So we're so excited to be here. I want to give everybody a chance to get on, so we'll just take a couple of minutes. A little bit about us if you're not familiar with LDRS Creative. This is actually our 10th year. I can't even believe it. Somehow it just crept up on me. But this is our 10th year. We're actually located just a little bit south of you guys. We're in Michigan in the USA. And I think we pretty much get the same kind of weather that you guys get. It is a little bit warm here right now. We have like that little, you know, how it's like going like this. It's like trying to make its way from summer into winter. So hopefully you guys are having some beautiful weather. It's actually been very, very nice here. So, but anyway, a little bit about me. I've been doing this a long time. Started off, in art classes and everything when I was, in school, and kind of got into scrapbooking and card making. And I've always loved design and art, and so it was kind of a natural fit for me to kind of progress into having a business like this. I actually used to design for some other companies using their products, and there were some things where I was like, boy, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that, and that kind of led me to, if I can't find it somewhere out there, maybe I need to design it and make it. So that's kind of where we started. Now, I don't actually design everything. We do have a wonderful and extremely talented group of illustrators that I work very, very closely with. And we plan all of our collections and talk about everything that's going to go into them. And they kind of take all the craziness out of my, like from my head, and try and, bring it to life through their amazing illustrations. And then we kind of, there's a lot of work that goes into it, but eventually we have these wonderful collections that come out. And, and I'm always so proud of them because we put a lot of work into them, and I've got a hand in everything, and I approve everything. And I'm very, very careful to make sure that whatever we put out is always of the highest quality before it makes its way into your hands. So anyway, that being said, Alan, by the way, you're going to hear me say Alan a couple of times. That is my husband/producer. So I'm going to be asking him some questions. I think we've been on for a few minutes here, so I think maybe we will get started and switch the camera. You ready to go to camera 2? Sure. All righty. I should say also, if you have any questions, the amazing Natalie is on, and so she will be answering any questions. I only speak English, so thank you, Natalie, for coming on and addressing any questions in French. So if you do have questions that you have specifically for me, put them out there. I would say ask Alan, and then he will get that question to me, and I will do my best to answer it. So right now, let's get started with one of the biggest things we've done in a long time. This is our Pirouette pattern templates. Now, a little bit of history on me. I grew up in dance classes. I had ballet classes and everything. And, what did we used to do? We would spin, we would turn. And so that's where the name of this comes from, pirouettes, because a pirouette is a turn. And that's what you're doing with these templates. Now, these templates are all about creating wonderful patterns with your templates. Now there are 4 templates altogether, and I am going to open this up and show you everything. There are 4 templates altogether in here. There are 3 pieces, but 4 templates. So I don't want that to be confusing. There's also instructions in here, full instructions. So this is your first template. This is the Pirouette Master template. So when you open this up, this is what you're going to see. The second template, this one is not see-through. The second template, let me put paper behind this maybe so you can see it better. The second template is the Pirouette Spiral Stamp Alignment template. This one is going to help you create spiral patterns. So that is one of your templates in here. The other one that you're going to see that is see-through is the Pirouette Circles Stamp Alignment template. This one is going to help align your stamps for, for making beautiful circular patterns like wreaths and such. And I'm going to take you through a couple of these. You're also going to get full instructions in here. And then your fourth template, I should mention, is on the back of the master template, and that is the Pirouette background bonus template. This is the one that you're going to use to create all over background patterns. Everything that you do, and I am going to do a demo of this quickly, but everything you do with these, the whole idea behind this whole system of templates is that you get to decide which stamps you're going to use, which colors you're going to use, where you're going to place your stamps, whatever combination you want to use, and you get to decide, do I want a circular template, do I want a spiral template, or do I want to create a beautiful background pattern? So the whole thing is completely customizable according to what you want to do. So let me show you, first of all, I'm going to show you a sample of what I'm talking about. For those of you that have not ever seen these before, here's two samples. Alan, do you want to come into camera 3? Here's two samples of cards. This one we made. This was with the Peace and Joy Pirouette stamp and die set, and I'm going to show you that in a moment as well. But this one we created a beautiful wreath circular pattern, and we've even got dimension and like texture on there by using some foam tape and popping up some of the pieces. Gorgeous card. And then similar color combination, but this is where we use that background bonus template. Notice we have the same pieces, similar pieces in here. Some of them are duplicates because we use the same stamp set. But here you can see in the background we created our own pattern paper. And we did that using that background bonus template. Now, the stamp set that we used for this one, Ellen, you want to go back out to camera 2? The set that we used for this one is the Peace and Joy Pirouette. And this is the stamp set is 6x8, 43 stamps in this whole thing. Look at that. I should also mention all of these products that I'm going to be showing you here today, these are available at Scrapbook Centrale's in their store. Their actual physical store. They're also available on their website. So I think Natalie is going to be putting maybe some links or something up there. So anyway, so Peace and Joy Pirouette. On the back of all of our stamps, if you're not familiar with them, on the back of all of our stamps, we do always show you a color image so you can see what they're going to look like in color. It also gives you an idea of how you can color them up. And then we also have the Peace and Joy coordinating die set. And then on the back of all of our dies, we always map out which die goes with which stamp. Because it would always drive me nuts. I would get these dies, I'd have these dies in my hand, and I couldn't figure out where they went, which one, which stamp they went with. And sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes it's not. So we map it out for you to make it really, really easy for you. All right? So I'm going to use this particular set today to give you a quick little demo, but I do want to tell you that there's also a Halloween set that's available. This is the Trick or Treat Pirouette. This one has 38 stamps in it. Here's the back. Look how gorgeous those are. Aren't those so pretty? I love these. I just love them. Halloween is really big here, and it's actually Christmas and Halloween are my two favorite holidays. Yes, here in the United States, it is a holiday for Halloween. But we've got the most adorable little spiders and candy corn, little ghosts in here. If you want to do a fall card, we've got beautiful leaves and like little grapevine pieces in here for wreaths. Beautiful bow, spider web. Look at the little wreath in here. Just beautiful. And of course, sentiments. And then the coordinating dies, you can cut out a lot of those pieces, including the sentiments. Same goes with the Peace and Joy Pirouette. You can cut out a lot of these wonderful pieces in here, including the sentiments. So we have Joyeux Noël. And I think it was actually Natalie who taught me how to say that correctly. So gosh, I hope I said it correctly. But we've got a beautiful holly wreath in here, and this one is like an evergreen, and this one has little berries and a beautiful bow, candy in here, all kinds of things. So let me show you how this works. There's a lot to that, and sometimes people look and they go, oh my goodness, that's overwhelming, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. So you are going to need to have some sort of a stamping platform. I'm going to use a Misty. And it is designed for use really with a stamping platform. So this is my working set of templates. And you're going to see that mine's kind of got, you know, little bits of adhesive and stuff in here, and because I use this a lot. So I'm going to start off with let me turn this around, my Pirouette Master template. I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to use my Circles Alignment template. The spirals, I will show you some card samples for that, and then I'll show you some more card samples really for all the rest. I do want to mention also, I'm going to give you a quick demo of this, but if you go to our YouTube channel, not now, but if you go to our YouTube channel, we've got a lot of videos up there on you know, like how-to videos of how to use all of our products. Several of them are using these Pirouette templates. You will have your instruction sheet that comes with it, but you know, nothing really beats having, you know, a video to show you how to use it. They're just wonderful. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to place your master template into your stamping tool. I do want to explain this one because it looks a little overwhelming. Ellen, will you come into camera 3 so we can be kind of close up on this one? It looks a little overwhelming, but I'm going to simplify it for you right now. It's really an 8-point star. All right, we have different colors in here. Those different colors are for different sized papers. All right, so if you're going to use a piece of paper that is cut to 2.5, you're going to put your corners, well, let me start off with the outside. 4 1/4, okay, is the red. That's the largest. This one is already cut to 4 1/4. I would place my 2 corners of my paper up into those red corners. All right. If my paper were 4 inches, I would use the yellow marks, 3.5 for green, 3 for purple, and 2.5 for the brown. We do that so it makes it easy for you to create a variety of sizes with one single template. So you can go all the way up to, you know, 4 1/4 wide, all the way down to 2.5 if you want to do tags or some of those cute little note cards. Now, you will see that this is a little square here. So these 4 corners right here make a square. The 4 red corners right here make a square. Notice I'm using a rectangle because I'm using A2. If you have this cut to 4 1/4 square, it'll fit right into all 4 of those corners, but it's not necessary. I can do this by lining up only the top 2 corners. And that's how I'm going to show you to use it today because I want to make an A2 card. So I'm going to use the largest size, and all I'm going to do is put a tiny little bit of adhesive on the back. All right. So let me remove some of that stickiness so it's not too sticky. But I do that so that it stays in place easily for me. I'm going to line up my 2 corners up in the red, the little red squares there. Nice and easy. It doesn't matter if it lays outside of my workspace. Because I'm going to be stamping up in this area. All right, this is going to make sure, and let me go back out to camera 2. It's a little too big. There we go. This is going to make sure that I stay nice and centered with my wreath. Now, this is where my alignment template comes in. So notice the circles on here. This is the Pirouette Circles Alignment. These circles here are going to help me to place my stamps. Simple as that. Helps me stay within the lines. There's all different measurements on here, different sizes. Goes all the way from 1 3/4 all the way up to 4 inches. That kind of gives you an alignment marker for where you're going to place your stamps. You really don't even have to pay attention to the measurements. We do that for you if you want them. Just pay attention to the lines. It's really simple. The other thing is we have these little red arrows on here. Notice the red arrows that we already talked about, right? Those line up. So if I line those up, and you're going to see those arrows also on the other clear template, the spiral one. If I line those up, then that center point right there in that circle is dead center, right in the center of my paper, provided I've got my paper centered properly, you know, in the little corners there. Now, I've already placed a couple of stamps just to get us started. Again, I'm going to show you a very quick, you know, way of doing this. And then, you know, if you look to our YouTube channel, it'll take you through all the templates, but it really is easy. The concept is simple. So I'm starting off with 2 different stamps that I've chosen from the Peace and Joy. I've placed them roughly you know, in the same, along the same space, on my circle. So basically what I would do is I would grab, Alan, do you want to get me my stamp set over there, will you?
This one?
Yeah.
Spooky.
Well, all right, we'll go with that one just because I just want to just kind of demonstrate it. If I were going to put another one in here, all right, this is basically what you do. And yes, this is my Halloween one, but I just want to show you just for the, you know, for the heck of it. So I would pay attention to, like, you know, I don't want my stamp to go outside of, let's say, what is that, the 3.5 inch. So if I want my wreath to be 3.5 inch, I would place my stamp so that it was within that 3.5 inch mark. And that 3.5 inch mark is that line that goes all around. And then I would continue doing that with the rest of my stamps as I place them. That's how you use this alignment tool. So that's what I have done with these two stamps. Okay, I started with one and then I added the other. Now I'm working with two, and we're going to see how, you know, you proceed through this. I'm going to choose two colors, and you're going to see this come together kind of quickly. It really is easy. We're going to make a few turns. I'm going to start with, what colors do I have here? I've chosen Boysenberry Blast. These are my hybrid inks. It's a beautiful burgundy kind of color. Boysenberry Blast, and then I've also got Olive Branch. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up Boysenberry Blast and then Olive Branch. I'm also going to use my Stampendable. Oops, I better get my little template out of here because I want to stamp right on my paper. All right. My Stampendable, I'm going to just make some little circles in here. There we go. Look how beautiful that is. Now, I have my corners placed up here, and I will talk about that Stampendable in just a moment. I'm going to make one rotation. See where the next two red arrows are? One rotation over. I'm going to ink that up again. Grab my Stampendable so I get even pressure. There we go. Looks like I actually pressed a little hard. And then I would keep rotating here and then here and so on. I have one that I've already started here. I'm not sure. Let me see where my last turn is. I think I have to go here. I have tape on here still? I don't. You technically make 8 turns all around as you go. And I think this is where we're going to be. Let me see. I think I maybe need to go here. Let me see. I probably should have just kept going on the other one. My husband's rolling his eyes at me going, really? Why don't you just keep going? So you're going to see this come together pretty quickly as I make my rotation. See, I messed it up. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going backwards. Just goes to show you can really go in either direction, right? Whatever works for you. Let me make sure I haven't done this one yet. I think I'm good. So you can see this complete really quickly. And then the last one is here. I somehow got my prep backwards. Don't know how I did that. This is what happens when you're live, right? But look how gorgeous this is when it completes. Isn't that just so pretty? I love watching that come together. I think it's so gorgeous. This is one that I did earlier. All right. You have a question?
I didn't know if you want to zoom in on it.
Yeah, we can zoom in on it. Let's go to here. Let me zoom. Actually, you know what? Here we go. Let me move that out of the way. These are the two. They're identical because I had my stamps in the same place. It's great for mass producing. All right. So here's where I started. Here's where I started. You keep making your circles and you can watch it come together. It is so, so fun. They're really, really gorgeous. Then, okay, once you have this, and notice I only use 2 stamps on this. You can use a lot of different stamps, a lot of different colors, and you can really bring it together and make it super full or super simple. So then from here to make a card out of that, really easy. Here's one that I did. I took it, notice it's a little bit smaller. I took it and I trimmed it with one of my A2 stitch layered card toppers. So I took it and I trimmed it. I also had just some coordinating cardstock and I used the larger to cut that out. That's going to layer up just beautifully like that. Let me grab my stamp set and show you what else I have in here. A little bit crooked, but I stamped the stamp or the sentiment right in the middle. And then I took this little wreath here and I stamped that in the same green. And then I cut it out with one of the dies, put it up on a little bit of foam, and watch what happens when you layer that over that. Isn't that just so pretty? I could add a bow. I could add another little sentiment under there if I want. I could leave it just as it is. I could put some little characters on there. I could add, stamp and, cut some little candy pieces. I mean, you could really do a lot with it. So we basically really simply and easily go from here to here, and it is just gorgeous. I think these are so pretty. I love them. So let me show you some more card samples that we made with these. I'll start with some Christmas. So here's the one that I already showed you. And this is using the background pattern. This is another one, another take on that background, that beautiful background pattern. So you can see the different looks you can get really, really easily. And you're basically, I mean, really what you're doing with that, since you've already seen me stamp, so you know how the stamping works. With this one, you're basically, placing your stamps in these little squares, and then just choosing different colors for them and rotating only 4 times. And then you come up with these gorgeous, gorgeous backgrounds. And you get to choose whichever stamps you want. They just have to fit in those little squares and rectangles, and whichever colors you want, and you get absolutely stunning results. Here's another beautiful wreath, similar to the one that I just did, only with some different colors. Here's a gorgeous sample showing just 3 of those stamps that are in the set are actually like little Christmas baubles. Here's one of the sentiments. So you can actually use that stamp set, the Peace and Joy Pirouette stamp set. You don't have to use the Pirouette templates. You can use it to make, for any kind of card that you want to do. Here's another where we've actually kind of combined a little bit. We have that background back there that we created, and then we've layered up some of the accessory pieces. This is one with that spiral template that's included. It's a little bit different if you look at it next to the wreath. It's still a wreath, but instead of a circular wreath, it's a spiral wreath, so you can see that it spirals out. And again, we use all of these in the YouTube videos that we have on our YouTube channel. So you can go there and you can get a lot of samples there. So here's some that are made with the Halloween set. Oops, there we go. Now the Halloween set again is called Trick or Treat. I'm reaching for it. This is the Trick or Treat set, Trick or Treat Pirouette. And here's some cards that we did with that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think it's so pretty. That's actually, you can't really see it on the camera, but that's actually embossed, and it is just lovely. So pretty. Here's one. Check this out. Isn't that just so cute? So this one shows you a square card. So pretty. I love the little skulls in there. This is one where we have a beautiful background pattern. This, I actually did that in one of our YouTube videos. This is the background that I created. And then I just cut it out with, with a cover plate die and used it as background paper. Isn't that just beautiful? Love these. Gorgeous wreath. Doesn't look like a wreath. It's circular. It's absolutely stunning. Love it. This one, we actually brought all of the images right into the center instead of leaving the center open for a sentiment. I love these. I think they're stunning. And I also love, if you haven't noticed, I love using non-traditional colors for the holidays. I think it's super, super fun. Okay, so that is the pirouettes. And I should also mention to you too, we're going to continue adding to the pirouettes. That's something where, once you have one set of templates, you can not only use your Peace and Joy and your Trick or Treat stamps with that, but we're going to be adding, things for all the different holidays and occasions, and just, general, occasions. It could even just be something that is maybe a, like a birthday set or something. So it's going to be kind of a compendium assortment. We'll keep adding to it. I do want to mention the Stampendable if you're not familiar with it. This is like the most handy little tool. It's incredibly lightweight. Here's the thing. I have issues with arthritis in my hands. So I can't do things like this. I can't press like this on my stamps a lot. So I wanted something that was going to help me to apply even pressure when I'm stamping. So this allows me, I can hold the small handle, or I can hold outside here, whichever is more comfortable depending on the size of your hand and your comfort level. We've got about 1/4 of an inch of this is a good, firm, thick, felted pad on the bottom of it that is going to really hold up, and it helps you to transfer the pressure from your hand as you're going back and forth, making your circles, and it helps to transfer even pressure in a wider area to the stamps through whatever your stamping platform is. So I love this. The price is just ridiculous. It's really just so that you can grab this, pop this into your basket, and get it home, and maybe even get a couple of them so you have one to put in your bag when you go to your friends, to do some crafting. We wanted to make it easy for you to purchase this. So it's I think it has a great price on it, and it's just very easy to buy. So let's see. And incredibly handy also. This is a really, really cool, fun thing. I love these. And let me go back up to 2. So for those of you that are familiar with our sentiment stack stamps and dies, this is an extension of that. The stack collection means that, like for the sentiments, we have like one stamp set that has multiple sentiments on it, and a die that cuts all those out individually. So it's stamp once, cut once, and you have maybe 11 or 12 different sentiments all at one time. And so we've built on that, and we thought it'd be really fun, especially with Halloween and Christmas. We thought it'd be great because I don't always necessarily want to put a big card on something. So for every gift, let's say, that goes under the tree at our house, we don't have a big card on it. All right. But what I do have are little tags on them. And so I thought it'd be really, really fun and super, super cute to have a gift tag stack die. And so this is the idea. This is going to cut out 6 tags all at once. We have the Christmas gift tag stacked stamps and the Halloween gift tag stacked stamps. And you stamp once, and then you cut once, and you have 6 tags all at one time. So I am going to demo this for you. So I want to show you how this works. So first of all, each one of these is going to have a 4x4 stamp set. It's going to have 6 different tags in there. They're also going to have sentiments. We have a to and a from, as well as sentiments in there. So you stamp all of these images, and you can use a single color or multiple colors. You can use your ink pads. You can use little markers to get in there and do all different fun little colors if you want. And then you can choose which sentiment you want to go on each of those tags. And then when it cuts it out, it's going to individually cut them out, and it's going to put that little hole in there for you. So we have the Christmas, where we have these cute little reindeer and snowflakes and holly and the baubles and the Christmas trees and Christmas presents and beautiful little patterns. And then we have the Halloween ones. I'm going to show you this one. This one has like the little witch and the witch's broom, the pumpkins, the bats. It's just so cute. Trick or treat, best witches, boo to you. Over here we have happy holidays, Merry Christmas. So let me show you how these work. So I'm going to show you my messy, well-loved set here. Alan, you want to come into camera 3? So I've already stamped this. I wasn't going to demo stamping. You've seen people stamp before, and I'm sure you don't want to see me stamping. So I stamped everything. I'm working with the Halloween one here, and I thought, I'm just going to do it all in black. So I came in and I stamped it, and notice it stamps that it stamps everything, but it also stamps these cute little triangles up in the corner. Those are registration marks, and that's what you're going to use to line up your die. Now, I can leave it just like this, or I can grab some markers or some pencils or whatever it is, and I can color in, you know, some of my images just like so. All right. So if I'm going to come in and do this, and I can keep going, I've got one over here that I've already, you know, done some of that coloring on just a little bit. I've even added some color up here in, you know, the little top there. And then I want to take this and we're going to give this, oh, actually, I'm going to stamp some sentiments in here for you. Show you how you can customize it. So let me get this. Here's that big stamp. Remember when I said you have a 4-inch stamp? That's a big stamp. Stamps the whole thing at one time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. So if I want to stamp trick or treat, I can go ahead and put trick or treat in here. Let's see, where do I want to put trick or treat? Let's put it here. Actually, let's put it over here. Do I have colored ink? I don't have colored ink. So let me do this. I'm going to flip this around. Because I think, since I don't have, I would do like an orange or a purple or something to make it stand out. So I could line up several of these at one time. Notice I have a whole bunch of them. So I could line up several at one time. Or I could just do one at a time, however it is you want to do it. Let me make sure I have my black ink here. Oop. Ha ha ha. Let's close that first. There you go. And because I use my Stampendable, it is perfectly stamped. I also want to mention too that while, you know, our first sets that we have here are Halloween and Christmas, we do have more of these coming as well. So whenever you see us do any of our stack sets, you can rest assured that we're going to have more of them coming. So right now we have the Trick or Treat and the Peace and Joy. I can already tell you that we've got a beautiful fall set that is in our upcoming collection that is going to be available very, very soon. So I mentioned here that we have these little registration marks. It stamps those little corner pieces. Notice in the die we have those corner pieces, right? So, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to have Mr. Hunt do, yeah, Mr. Hunt's got to do a little bit of work here. I'm going to go ahead and line up. See how they line up right in those corners so perfectly? I'm going to line that up. And yes, I use a lot of tape. I get yelled at for this all the time. You use too much tape. But you know what? I don't like having to redo. So I use a lot of tape because I want to make sure that nothing moves. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this off to Mr. Hunt. He's going to die cut that because I want to show you how all those come out and how they're just going to pop out of there. I do want to show you while he's doing that a couple little samples. I think these are really cute. Oh, and it'd be nice if we were on camera too.
Yeah.
We're on camera 3, so it's a little tight. Let's just do one at a time. Here's a sample of how you can use those cute little tags. These are the Christmas ones, the Peace and Joy. You can use them on a card. And here is, this is my favorite candy. I love these. I love peanut M&Ms. And here I put a couple of little tags just with some ribbon. Now this is something, I mean, for Santa to put this in my son's stocking, I mean, this is just so cute. Easy way, super cute, to just wrap some ribbon around, put a couple of tags on there for some little stocking stuffers. I love it. So cute. So here we go. So he went ahead. Look at that. They're already falling out. Well, the ones that don't have tape on them. Get that off of there. There we go. So now, get this out of the way. So here's my tags. Look how cute they are. The little holes pop out. Alan, you want to come back to camera 3? Okay, so pop out those little holes. You can see how easy they come out. I'm just using my fingernail to get those out really quick. So here are my cute little tags. Aren't these adorable? And had I put, you know, a sentiment or a to and from, because we have a to and from in there. I mean, how cute are these? You know, and they could be all different colors. Here's one where I've got a whole bunch of different colors on them. So you can add color in here just with sentiments. You can add color with your markers. And then here I have, you know, some more of the Christmas ones. These are the piece and they're the Christmas ones. What are they called? We have the Halloween gift. Actually, they're just called Christmas gift tags, I think. So here we have the multiple colors here. Here you can see where I cut them out just out of some of the paper pack, because right here I used one that I colored up, and behind it I put one that is from the paper pack. So you can use it to cut them just real plain, you know, as well, without stamping anything, and they're really pretty as well. So lots of fun, and we do have more of these coming. So we have a lot of these gift tags. They've been hugely popular. We have sold out of these once. We just got them all restocked. And again, showing them on a card. I mean, it just doesn't get any cuter than that. They're just beautiful. Okay, so let's move on from those. I'm going to show you some more goodies. We have a lot in this collection. So let's see. I want to show you these guys. And I am showing a whole mix. And go back to camera too. A whole mix of Halloween and Christmas. So if you love Halloween, if you like dressing up for Halloween, these are Trick or Treat. Actually, let's come back to 3 because I think I just needed to move. Sorry about the camera, everybody. Trick or Treat, I want you to see the animals. Look at these. These are little cats and dogs. For those of you that love cats and dogs and Halloween, they're all dressed up. And my favorite thing about all of these is the look on their faces. Because, you know, we all know how much, you know, pets love it when we dress them up, right? Cutest pumpkin in the patch. Most of them are dogs. This one up here is actually a little cat. He's like a little Batman cat. But this is Trick or Treat. Look at them all colored up here. And then we have the coordinating dies. And it's going to cut out not only that adorable little haunted house, but also all of the characters. And of course, we've mapped it out on the back. So perfect. And wait until you see. Let's take a look at these. These are so cute. This actually uses, let me show you these. This one actually uses the paper pattern, paper pack in the back. So if you want to save time and you don't want to do a complicated background, you can use your papers in the background. So this is a Trick or Treat paper pack. This is, sorry about my head there, my arm. It's available in both the Slimline as well as 6x6. You get 24 sheets in each, and we've used it in the background here. But look how simple it is. Just a couple of stamps colored up, simple sentiment there. This one we did using the sentiment from the stamp set. Everything else is from the papers. Really, really cute. And then here we show them where we've actually created a beautiful background using the Pirouette pattern. Okay, that's what the Trick or Treat Pirouette pattern background. And then we added our cute little Trick or Treat characters, the house and the sentiment. Next, we've got this one. Look at this. Isn't this adorable? This one, again, just 2 stamps, really easy stamp, easy color. And then we created a gorgeous background, and I can't wait to show you how we did that background. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. Similar background, but we're going to move into a Christmas stamp set with this one. This one is called Cozy Cuppa. Look how cute this is. This one we have to go back out to camera too, honey. All right, so this is a 6x8 stamp set, Cozy Cuppa. And here's the idea with this. I am not a coffee drinker. I know a lot of people love coffee. I'm actually allergic to coffee, but I'm a tea drinker. I love hot tea in the morning. I also love hot cocoa. This set is for everybody who loves either hot cocoa, hot coffee, or hot tea. You've got it all in here. You have your mug, which you can do in plain color if you want. You can use this beautiful kind of Nordic pattern and color that up and stamp that over it. You've got foam here where you can solid stamp it, or you can stamp and then color it in. We've got your little spoon here. We've got the tea bag. You can have either ice or you can have marshmallows. Here's the tea bag over here. This is the little string. Sorry. Here's the tea bag, and that's the string. And then we have hot, and that can go with tea, coffee, cocoa, chocolate. Thanks for being you. Hug in a mug. So cute. I love this set. And then we have dies that will cut most of those pieces out for you. Look how beautiful that is. And of course, we map it out on the back. So this sample shows what it looks like when you have that beautiful, this one, all we did was stamp it, and then we embossed it in white. Ellen, will you come back into camera 3? Isn't that gorgeous with that red background? I think it's so pretty. I want to talk about that background next because these are amazing. These are amazing. Those are these, our background Slimline 1 and 2. All right. I'm going to open this up and show you how this works. You're going to have to go back to camera 2 again. These are Slimline, so they are larger dies. You're going to get 5 dies in each of these. And we have 2 sets because I wanted to have a lot of different combinations. So with each of these, you're going to get an outer die that is going to cut a slimline rectangular shape. All right. And yes, it's the same one on each of these sets, and it doesn't cost any extra. You know, we just put it in there so you would have it if you only got one of the sets. But this is where the magic happens. All right. So each of these dies, there's 4 of them in each set. Notice they are the exact same size, so I can stack these up. Alan, you want to come into camera 3? I can stack these up. These are the exact same size. You get 4 of them in each set. These have beautiful stitched patterns. I am obsessed with background patterns right now, and I'm obsessed with geometric patterns. So we created these so you can mix and match these any way you want. Those patterns are going to cut into the paper, but they are not going to cut a strip of paper. So that allows you, if I wanted this pattern, for example, I would take these and I would lay them down on my paper in whatever order you want, just like so, run it through my die cutting machine, lift these up, and I have that pattern kind of engraved in there. I can line them up in any combination I want. And what's wonderful is they're all exactly the same size, so they're interchangeable. They're also exactly the same size when you go between set 1. All right, let me lay this down here, set 1 and set 2. But if you have both set 1 and set 2, you now have not just 4 patterns to work with, now you have 8 patterns to work with. And the combinations you can get are incredible. They're slimline dies. If you notice, I'm showing you card samples that are A2. This one goes straight across. This one goes on the diagonal. But they're slimline dies. How are you using them on A2? Well, they're just extra long, so they extend off the paper. But because they're slimline, they're long enough to use on slimline cards as well. So they're universal. You can use them on any size. You can use them on a 5x7, on an 8x8, on a 6x6. I mean, they're so interchangeable and universal and versatile. I mean, they're just amazing. I love them. Look how gorgeous that is. So, so pretty. So I think this is like, you know, milk and bread and butter. I think it's something that, you know, has to be in every craft cupboard. I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. And it's something also that's not going to go out of style. So one of the cards I just showed you was this one. All right. And let me go back to camera 2. One of the cards I just showed you is this one. All right. This is done with one of our new Slimlines. Notice it has that beautiful diagonal and the postage stitch on the side. That is done with this beautiful diagonal stitched postage frame Slimline. Isn't that beautiful? And then we also have, let me get another card here, out here. Let's do this one because it uses the same stamps. This one, we have this really beautiful, elegant edge. I think I have it taped shut. I do. I have it taped shut because I needed to display it. But look at the beautiful shape to that. It's just gorgeous. That one is the Elegant Stitched Frames Slimline. Now, here's something I would tell you about these. We have, this one actually opens. In each of these sets, for the first time ever, we introduced the outer die. Now, our Slimline dies measure about, they're 3 1/4 wide by 8 1/4 in length. And then we had a lot of people saying, oh my goodness, I'm so, I'm not good at, measuring. I don't want to measure and cut my card bases all the time. I never cut them right. They're never perfect. Or I want to have that beautiful edge. So for the first time ever, we've added an outer die that will cut your card base. That's what you're going to find in both of these sets. This one is going to, on the postage frames, it's going to cut kind of a standard straight edge. This one is going to cut that elegant edge all around. What it does is we have a blade that goes around 3 sides. This one has a blade that goes around 3 sides. One side has no blade. That side goes on the fold of your paper. So you take your paper, you fold it over just like you would to create a card base, and you would lay your die over top. You put the side that does not have a blade along that side, run it through your machine. It is going to cut through two pieces, or 2 layers of cardstock, and you're going to get a beautiful pattern, or perfectly shaped card base to go with your card toppers. They're amazing. These have also sold out. We have restocked these, but these, again, milk, bread, butter, staple in your craft cupboard. Absolutely love those. If you want to do them where you kind of mix and match, so this one we have the elegant edge. We're showing it with the card base that we cut using that beautiful postage stamp. So you can mix and match them as well. This one has the elegant edge. Notice we have the Peace and Joy Pirouette in the bottom there. We've also got, if you notice, these little background pieces here. Each of our, if you're not familiar with our Slimlines, I don't like to just layer a whole bunch of the same shape into a die set because I don't think it's the best value for your money. I like to, I know it's, it would drive me crazy. Let's put it this way. It would drive me crazy when if I wanted elegant edge, I would have to buy a whole, set that had, maybe 6 or 8 of that same thing all nested together. And then if I wanted this one, that would be a separate set. This one would be a separate set, and so on and so forth. So the way we design ours from the beginning is we put all of those coordinating pieces into one set. All of these beautiful coordinating edge pieces go into one set. So when you buy one of our Slimline die sets, you're now going to get not only your card tappers and that beautiful card base that's going to create the card base in the same shape for you, but you also get all of those coordinating pieces for your labels, for all of your frames and your windows, and so on and so forth. So now you're going to be able to create things that all coordinate, and you can mix and match, but they're going to coordinate just like these do. All right? So it's all inclusive, all in one. You don't have to buy 3 different sets to get all of that. Couple things next thing I want to show you. Let's see. I'm showing this a lot. Notice. Look at that beautiful. Let's do this. So gorgeous. This is, those are poinsettias. They don't look like them here. But this is poinsettia. We did this in kind of a red and pink. Those are beautiful poinsettias. That is all from this beautiful Peace and Joy stamp and die set here. So Anlin, you want to zoom into camera 3? The Peace and Joy, this is not the Peace and Joy Pirouette. This is just Peace and Joy. Comes with 2 beautiful large florals, 4 sentiments, coordinating dies sold separately. And you can do things like this. Isn't that stunning? Traditional holiday color here. This one we're showing it on, going in a different direction for a Slimline. Alan, you want to go back out to camera 2? And then here we're showing you, I actually did a video on our YouTube channel showing you how you can take some of your holiday florals and use them year-round. So we've actually colored up this Peace and Joy set in this gorgeous, vibrant blue. I could have a different sentiment on here that just said, thank you, or you're the best, or something like that. And I could use this year-round. So, my little tip here is take a look at your stamp sets and see how you can use them year-round. They don't always have to be just holiday. What else do we have going on? Oh my goodness, this is another card. Love this. This is again using that gorgeous elegant edge Slimline, but on this one we have used the beautiful layered poinsettia. This is 7 dies in total, and you just layer them up, and look how gorgeous that is. So, so, so pretty. I've got another sample in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Here's one. This is from one of my YouTube videos where I actually used it and showed you how you can use it year-round. Doesn't look like a poinsettia anymore, does it? So easy to use. Literally 7 dies. Just cut them out of different, colored paper. We kind of show you the pieces on the back here, so you can see how they layer up. We're showing you 2 of them on a single slimline, and it is just stunning. And again, layered poinsettia, but that card right here shows you that is a year-round floral. I did that out of some watercolor paper. So pretty. All right, so let's see. What is next? Oh, I love these guys. Have an Ice Day. I love critters. I love critter stamps. Ellen, you want to come back to camera 3? This is Have an Ice Day. I love these guys. I have a thing with National Geographic. I love to watch those shows. And so that's what this makes me think of is National Geographic with the wonderful little polar bears and the penguins. And look at this guy. He looks like the little Coca-Cola bear. And of course, we have the little, oh my goodness, I can never remember what that's called. The floating iceberg. Alan's like berg. Have an Ice Day. And look at the word ice. Looks like ice cubes. I mean, look at these ice cubes. They're so beautiful. I love you more than I can bear. You are the coolest. Snow cute. I mean, they're just beautiful. So gorgeous. We show you on the back, how, an example of how you can color them up. Coordinating dies. Here is a beautiful, simple, clean and simple little card made with those adorable little bears. This one, of course, that you already saw were, oh, no, that's not the bears. I'm sorry. That's the little seals. This one has the little bear on it, and we've kind of mixed it up with the seals and the tag. So I've already shown you this one, but 2 different looks for that set. I love them. So easy to use. And that's another thing too I would mention. The characters in this set are so easy to color. They don't have to have a lot of color in them. You're not coloring clothing and all of that stuff. So they're really, really easy. A few more things to show you. I went poinsettia crazy with this whole collection because I love them. I really wanted a potted poinsettia, something that was going to be one stamp, easy to color, not a whole bunch of different pieces, nothing I have to assemble all over the place, but was just going to be a gorgeous illustration. And so this has the one large potted poinsettia with some beautiful sentiments. We wish you a very Merry Christmas, from our family to yours. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. 1 die to cut that out. And wait until you see these samples. I mean, they're just so pretty. Simple watercoloring. Isn't that gorgeous? This one actually has behind it one of the papers from our Peace and Joy paper pack. Look how gorgeous that is. 24 sheets. We have it in 6x6 as well as the Slimline 4x9. Both are available. They're absolutely stunning. I mean, they're just so pretty. Look at those patterns. They're just so beautiful. I'm going to open that one up real quick so you can see what these patterns look like. They're just gorgeous. I should have done this with the Halloween one too. Look how pretty that is. And the colors are just stunning. The little candies, Christmas candies in there. Look how pretty that is. This one's my favorite. I'm so into blue for Christmas. But it uses this one here. Isn't that just beautiful? Only in the 6x6 version. You know what? While I'm at it, though, I'm gonna jump to Halloween so I can show you these papers really quickly. We'll get it out of the paper. There we go. Look at the colors on these. Look at them. So gorgeous. That one is just bats in the background. I mean, what a gorgeous background for a beautiful night sky. They're just so, so pretty. I mean, if you love Halloween and you love Halloween papers, they're just remarkable. All right, non-traditional colors as well. 6x6 and 4x9. Okay, back to this. So this is our, let me get back and remind you where we are. This is the potted poinsettia. Here's an example. I told you non-traditional colors, love doing it. So now we are using this with some beautiful teal colors. What if I wanted to use this for, I could use this for, you know, a card later on in the year and just don't put Merry Christmas on it. It's absolutely beautiful. Love it. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, want to go back to camera 2? This one you can see, this is my working set. This is the Hippopotamus for Christmas. This is a 4x8 set. Let me show you the back of this because it is just darling. I love hippos and I love the song. We have this song called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. So we have this beautiful Christmas tree in here. There's 13 stamps in here, coordinating dies. This is a card that I did. I just did a video on this. Alan, you want to come into camera 3 again? I just did a video on this on YouTube. And I love this because the tree looks like it sat down. It just kind of looks like it's just kind of settled into its place. So cute. But we've got little kids hugging their little hippos, feeding them candy and treats, taking a nap with them and playing. They're just adorable. So I love that set. I do want to show you, this is going to be something really, really cool. This is with the hippos. Actually, we're going to have to go back out the camera again because now we're going to go to these dies. So I show the hippos with that one. Here we have that wonderful poinsettia. And then here we have the poinsettia again. Now, what is it I'm showing you on these? I'm showing you the backgrounds. We have these dies that are absolutely phenomenal. We have cover plate 1, cover plate 2, and cover plate 3. It is modern geometric, cover plate 1, modern geometric, cover plate 2, modern geometric, cover plate 3. Now, a cover plate cuts out, it's going to cut out the full A2 size with that beautiful pattern in it. I have some cut here so you can see what they look like. This is, let me get a piece of white paper, it'll make it easier for you to see. This is the beautiful pattern that we have for cover plate, modern geometric cover plate 1. I cut it in this gorgeous gold. Isn't that just lovely? That is 1. Here's cover plate 2. I cut this in a beautiful kind of like a wine, a burgundy color. Isn't that so pretty? And I'm going to show you, there's a little trick, a little something special about these. And this is cover plate 3. Isn't that stunning? All right. So what's so special about these? The really cool thing is if I just want, let's say I only want cover plate 1, I can use this beautiful pattern, this cover plate, on my card. Actually, this one actually uses cover plate 2. All right, so we're using cover plate 2 in the background. I did it in burgundy. We're using it in white on turquoise in the background. Now, this card, I've layered up 2 of them. So on this card, I've actually layered up, let me put this on white. I've actually layered up cover plate 2, and I put cover plate 1 over it. All right, look how beautiful that is. Here we did it in a beautiful kind of craft and white. All right, so you can use it by itself. Any of them can be used by themselves. You can layer any 2 together, or this card layers up all 3 of them. All right, so if I want to layer 3 on here now, look how stunning that is. I can layer up 3. I can also layer them in any order I want. If I want to have this one at the bottom, let's put the pink at the bottom, the gold in the middle, the burgundy at the top. All right. No matter what combination you do, you're going to get a different look, and you're going to see bits and pieces of all 3 of them at all times. All right. Look what you see when you do it in this direction, in that order. That's stunning. So it's almost like magic. I love these. I think this is one of the most fabulous things we have ever done. Modern geometric cover plate 1, cover plate 2, cover plate 3. Each of them can be used individually. You can layer up any 2. You can layer up 3 of them in any combination, and you get the most magnificent looks in the background. And you can also use them as backgrounds for any of our stamp sets. They're absolutely wonderful. So that, Alan, if you want to go back to camera 1, I think that is going to wrap it up. So hopefully we have covered everything for you and answered all of your questions. Again, I know Natalie has got all these products in store. both in her shop as well as online on her website. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel where you can see how-to videos there. We put them out all the time, how you can use our products, and we show you just in really different creative ways to use the products, and a lot of details out there as well. I also do every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, I do a Facebook Live on our YouTube. That's where a lot of those videos come from, and I use products and we create and we have a lot of fun. So it's a great place for you to come and and really see and ask questions about the products, and then you can go back to Natalie and you can get your very own. So anyway, thank you, Natalie, for having us here tonight. It has been so much fun. Thank you all for showing up and for spending this time with me. I hope I have given you a really good overview of this whole collection. It really is a lot of fun, and I've had a blast. So thank you, everybody. Have a really great night. Till next time.